Good morning, YouTube. So this morning I'm reading The Personal MBA. It's by Josh Kaufman, and it's a pretty good book so far. And anytime I start reading in the morning, I find that somewhere throughout the time of reading, like after a certain amount of time, then I'll get like this huge idea, or just something that will come to my mind. And that's essentially what I just want to share today, what was coming up as I was reading, as I was writing, as is my habit in the morning. And one of the things that came up as I was reading is the idea that we can do work that we absolutely love, that we can do. There's something in us that we were divinely called to do, or something that energizes us, or something that is calling us to do in the morning. And I was just thinking about how cool that would be able to be, to wake up in the morning knowing that I'm going to do something that I was divinely called to do, and I'm going to earn a pretty penny in exchange for doing it. And I was thinking about that, and just thinking about the jobs that I've had throughout my life, and how while I was doing a certain job, I always knew that I would get involved with sharing information, that I love to communicate information. When I was 17 years old, I had started going to this church, and I started reading the scriptures, the Bible, and I used to love to soak in the Bible, believe it or not. And I used to love to share and talk about what I was learning in there. But I worked at a job, and I didn't understand how to connect the two. And I remember Bob Proctor saying in one of his YouTube videos that you don't go to work to earn money. You go to work for personal satisfaction. And that you earn money by providing some type of service, right? And now that I'm thinking about that, it reminds me that there's something in us that we're supposed to be, that we enjoy doing, that we love to do. And that may not be what we're getting paid for. We go to a job, we do our job, but we feel like we're really called to be doing this other thing. And I think that it's important that whether we get paid for what we love to do, that we still find some time in our day to do that. And we make it a goal, and we make steps to somehow, some way, to learn how to make a living doing what we love to do. Whether we change into a career where we're being used in a way that we feel like we're using our gifting, our natural ability and gifting, and we're finding personal satisfaction from a new career, or whether we start some type of a business that is centered around what we love to do, that draws from what we love to do, so we find personal satisfaction from that. And I think that in itself is like a mission or a purpose, first and foremost, to find work that we love to do. And I just love that what Bob Proctor said, that we go to work for personal satisfaction. He'd say that work is made for us. We're not made for work, that the work is made for us to give us personal satisfaction. And so I would just say, especially as a man, it's very important to find work, or find your work, and to do your work. And in doing that, you're going to find some type of satisfaction, some type of peace, some type of joy, some type of relief that you're doing something that you were created to do. You're doing work that you were built to do. And I think that's just the foundation of everything, is knowing who we are and knowing what our work is, and finding a way to make a living doing what we love to do. Because I don't care how much you get paid at any type of job, if that's not what you were called to do, or that's not what you feel you were built to do, there's always going to be some void in your heart. And a lot of times when that happens, we as people try to buy some type of joy or satisfaction outwardly. And the answer is really from doing what we really enjoy doing what we love to do, finding time and learning how to do that better, and learning how to turn that into a career or a business. I think that's really important. And so that was coming up today. And yeah, that's just what I wanted to share briefly here. That's kind of what's been on my heart this morning. So, today, what is the thing that you feel you're called to do? What is driving you? What do you feel like, man, I would just love to do that? And whatever that thing is, start getting curious about how you can do that in a small way in the beginning, and just start taking small steps towards that. I think that'd be the way to go, man, and just be consistent in doing that. And if you're having trouble, because a lot of times when we're trying to do something new, our brain is going to try to keep us in the familiar. So I think a really good book that will help with understanding why that happens, like I said, it's your brain trying to keep you comfortable, or keep you in the familiar, keep you safe. But how to overcome that is John Assaraf's book, 𝐰𝐸 is a good book for that. I mean, it's phenomenal. All that he's teaching about how to overcome those type of dialogues that come up when you're trying to do something that you really know you should be doing, and how to even break bad habits, and how to deal with the dialogue that comes up that's trying to encourage you to do things that are not serving you. So I would say get that book, 𝐰𝐸. I would say get a notepad. I would say search your heart and find out what it is that you love to do, what it is that you want to do, and start learning how to set small goals in the beginning, steps, and start interacting with that, and start doing the thing that you really would enjoy doing, and start small and stay consistent. And I think that's the answer. That's the answer. And as you continue to do that, you get stronger, and you're able to do more, and you're able to grow, and you're able to get bigger. And things, you never know, they probably absolutely will work in your favor, where you'll be able to do things that you really love to do, and less of what you have to do, and actually not have to do anything you really don't want to do. So I would stay true to what is calling you inside, and be obedient to your inner voice, what it's telling you to do, and start taking small, consistent action. And I think that's the answer. And so today, I hope you have a really good day. Just know that you have something of value to give to this world, that you are valuable, and yeah, you're on your way. So have a great day. Later.